able to isolate its power quickly. We were unable to tap into it.
Interesting. Continue with your work, citizen.
As you decree, Commander Burbage.
So, you're an anthropoid.
Melastone Traveller.
Interesting. Traveller? Such a vocation is forbidden in the Terrican way of living. Your name, Traveller?
Stephen Vislaw Brown.
Stephen Vislaw Brown? Surely not the Stephen Vislaw Brown. Ah, indeed you're a man to be reckoned with. We have much to discuss, Stephen.
Assessment, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen.
Damn you, Pierre.
I apologise for my colleague's sudden outburst.
Crikey, that was close to any innards of Norfolk and Oucher.
Don't think this lets you off the hook.
Oh, I wondered when that was going to crop up again.
Begin refilling the dome with oxygen. Go ahead.
Security Officer 557 reporting, sir.
Go on.
One of our guys is dead down here, sir.
Damn!
Go on.
And there's something else here, sir. It's dead, but it sure isn't from around these parts.
Our ionizer charge cells and damage will be crash landed on this world. With the defeat of Lord Anguilla and Neutralia, the High Council decided to launch a punishment attack on this planet that holds the Klaxon and its so-called home of yours.
So you're still hell-bent on causing the destruction of Earth then? Can't you leave it alone for a bit? Move on to something different. Get your Terrican armies to take up a hobby of some kind. I don't know, jigsaw puzzles, bingo on Sunday nights. I hear walks around the rings of Saturn are quite nice this time of year.
Silence! You too attacked the Terricins, Stephen, and your actions have not gone unnoticed. But soon, you'll pay for those actions with your life.
Easy now. I've come in peace on this occasion. I'd wave a white flag if I had one.
A sworn enemy of our race, using such frivolities in this dire situation? Your existence is on borrowed time, Stephen Brown. Our charge cells may be damaged, but the ionizer is currently being replenished, and soon, Earth won't know what hit it.
You've seen these things before then.
Have ya?
Steve and I have, yes. The Terricins are mercenaries, but we haven't seen them in quite some time. I thought we'd seen the last of them when we were on the moon before.
So let me get this straight then. You're saying that these Terricins are draining our power?
Yes, and not us.
For heaven's sake, Graham, let them go. What else do you know about these creatures? We need to gather as much information as we possibly can.
What I do know is we need to get my brother Steve here as quickly as possible. He's the only person I know that can defeat these things.
By draining power from the Moonbase, we'll be able to charge the ionizer enough to create a massive power surge across the pathetic little planet below that will wipe out its inhabitants and pave the way for the Terricins to replenish its resources.
Things can still go wrong, Verbatium. A power cut, for example. Then you're at the theoretical route without a thruster.
Impossible.
Someone might interfere, ruin things for you all again.
The Terricins will not be stopped by an outside means, not by the humans, and certainly not by you.
What have I done?
Citizen, prepare for total annihilation. Begin charging the ionizer at 4,000 aquas.
Certainly, Commander Burbage.
I imagine your next order will be to kill me.
How about cutting the power here? How long can the base survive on emergency power?
We're already well down on power as it is. We need to reduce the amount of power going to the labs just to survive.
Don't you dare, Pierre. Do I need to remind you that Terra, your home planet, is on the brink of destruction? I will not abandon this project.
I fully appreciate that, Graham. But if we don't do something soon, we're not even going to have a planet to save.
R&D have all moved into the accommodation zones. I've called the guys in from outside.
Don't you dare! We have to keep boring.
Graham, listen.
That's an order, man. But they're staying out there.
You're potentially sending them to their deaths.
Well, if you don't like it, you get out there and take your friends with you.
Amber Crew has reported the main bore is jammed in Sector 580.
Evacuate the men.
What are you doing in God's name? I gave you a direct order. You'll be facing a court-martial, damn you.
They're coming in because I'm going out. I've got my protective gear, I've got my radio, and if the oxygen holds up within the dome, then we should be okay.
Never do.
Can I ask a question? Oh, good. Now, once you've fired this wonderful power shot at the Earth, what happens next?
We'll be able to leave the moon on half power after having completely drained the Moonbase.
So, while you're pottering around the galaxy on half power, Where do you go from there? I presume, of course, you won't have enough energy to reach the Earth.
Your questions are only prolonging your imminent death, Stephen Brown.
Yes, I gathered that. So where do you go from here if this shack is all you've got at your disposal?
A docking with our mothership.
Figures. So this is just some kind of task force then?
Our fleet will be rendezvousing with us in 8,000 aquas. Time is short for us. We must fire a power shot soon.
Amateurs, the lot of you. You've clearly not thought this one through. The words brewery and organisation spring to mind. Why don't you take a holiday? You know, have some time off. Let me take on a few of the runnings of the operation. Please, just one final question. I'm sure it hasn't escaped your notice, but I'm still very much alive.
We will take great pleasure in watching you agonise over your plan's destruction, and then be begging us to kill you.
Oh, jolly. Well, that's cleared that little matter up for me. For a minute there, I was getting confused.
Silence.
It's a mess in here. Let me know of any movement in the borehole.
Why my best engineer has to go down there and do it himself, I really don't know.
He probably thinks he's the best chap for the job.
I know he's the best person for the job.
Look, I know you're under
I think I've got the problem, Graham, but it's going to take a while.
How long, Pierre?
Truthfully, I reckon I'm looking at a good 4 to 5 hours here.
We've got movement in the shaft, sir.
Thanks, guys. Hang on, Graham. Make that 5 to 6 hours.
Where the ex-Stephen when you need him? Can't you contact your boss on Earth?
Those things are jamming our signal.
And in any case, with our loss of power, we're going to be on minimum life support in no time.
I bring urgent news, Verbation.
Go ahead, citizen.
Our sensors have led us to believe that the Moonbase is reducing its power. What should we do?
Nothing. You're to wait until they've used up nearly all the energy, then send in a strike force to finish it off.
Look, I can see you're both busy, but I'm getting sick and tired of waiting around here to die. Either get on with it or let me go.
Have it your own way, Stephen. Inform the mothership that Commander Verbation has eliminated Stephen Brown from existence.
As you wish, Commander. I'm sure that the High Council will reward you greatly for your achievements today.
I've got a faint transmission from Van Roll, Chief.
On order you go.
Unstable. The shaft is unstable, Commander.
Pierre, get out of there, man. That's an order.
Close the shaft. There's nothing left for us here.
Pierre, hang on. I'm going to come and get you.
No, Graham. Leave me. There's no point.
Pierre!
Lizzie?
Transmission ceased, Chief Robson.
Shaft status.
It's gone.
What about Lizzie?
She's gone. Didn't you hear?